Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of 5 Minute Gaming News, the show that may or may not be 5 minutes. Today in the news, did I wake up in 2007? Because Chris Metzen is back working on Warcraft. As GameSpot says, Metzen worked on the Warcraft universe for over 20 years, having served as creative director of Warcraft 3 and as senior vice president of story and franchise development for much of his time on WoW. But more than all that, he was the face of the game and of the company for over a decade. Myself and other nerds like me, we associated the biggest announcements in PC gaming to him. So after all the controversy and insanity since he left Blizzard, it feels almost nostalgic to have him back, in whatever capacity he'll actually be there. According to John Haidt's tweet, Metzen will be a creative advisor on Warcraft, and while I don't particularly know what that means in the long run, it does feel nice. And yes, I'm sure some of you could say, but Jesse, isn't Metzen partially to blame for the toxic work environment and not handling it while he was there? And yeah, you're probably right. He has, for his part, admitted to his failings there and his attempts to do better and his desire to do so. So, I don't know if that appeases everyone, but I think it's certainly better than being like, I had nothing to do with that. So, we'll see. I personally think this is pretty much a huge overall positive for Blizzard, and we'll see what happens from here. In other news, the movie video game train keeps on a-rolling. This time in sort of a crisscross web pattern all over the US because Death Stranding is now becoming a movie. Working with the executive producer of the film Barbarian, Kojima intends to tell a story that isn't a retread of the game, which, thank God, because those are without a doubt the worst video game movies. So, we're already off to a good start. Unlike other big budget tentpole video game adaptations, this will be something far more intimate and grounded. Our goal is to redefine what a video game adaptation could be when you have creative and artistic freedom. This film will be an authentic Hideo Kojima production. So I have no idea what this is gonna be, or if audiences will even understand it. Over at Gizmodo, they had a pretty funny quote. Unless you think audiences are ready for a post-apocalyptic film about a man who throws grenades made of his bodily fluids at ghosts, I personally have doubts. And yeah, we'll see, but me personally, I'm absolutely here for this. I hope it is as crazy as the game is. I love the game. And strangely enough, not for gameplay reasons, which is an insane thing to say, I know. What the game is and what it's trying to do and communicate to the player is fascinating to me. And if they can get a little bit of that across in the movie, this could be huge. So I guess we'll see what happens. And while we're here in the world of video games and big media, Tomb Raider is coming once again, this time published by Amazon. Amazon Games and Crystal Dynamics today announced that they have reached an agreement under which Crystal Dynamics will develop a new multi-platform Tomb Raider title, with Amazon Games providing full support and publishing the game globally, a press release stated. The as-yet untitled new Tomb Raider is a single-player, narrative-driven adventure that continues Lara Croft's story in the Tomb Raider series. Now, as I reported earlier in the year, Crystal Dynamics was bought up by Embracer Group, when Embracer Group was buying up all the Square Enix bits. And now it looks like, along with the new Perfect Dark, we are getting a new Tomb Raider, this time published by Amazon, which is somehow crazy, yet not at all. Amazon definitely has more than a foot in the water when it comes to their video game branch, but this is the first single-player game that they're going in on, and, Tomb Raider is a flagship game. It is a title that people know and has been around for a long time, and so I can understand why they would want to dump a lot of money into this franchise. What will all that money create? Well, consider me interested in finding out. Speaking of interested in finding out, I hope you're, oh boy, this is a segue. I hope you're interested in finding out all the things we got going on over at Cox Clips. We got the VODs, we got the shorts, we got the whole thing over there. We're almost at 100,000 subscribers, which is crazy. Thank you so much. And hey, see y'all tomorrow for another episode of 5 Minute Gaming News.